College of Aviation graduates, I'm indeed very, very proud of you, how significant your work is, what you've achieved thus far, and I'm just pleased to have this opportunity to bring greetings to you as well as congratulations. And when I extend congratulations, I know that you join me in acknowledging loved ones, family members who have been there from the beginning to help support you and to help make this day and this evening possible. I also want you to join me in acknowledging your faculty, your staff, and the many mentors that you've had who have helped you along the way, and how important it is the role that they too play. Because it is about a team effort. In aviation, we know that extremely well. It is about the team. Through your dedication, your perseverance and determination, I am now proud to call you one of the most important titles that we can bestow or extend to anyone, and that is, you're a Western Michigan University proud Bronco alumni. We're proud of you, and you deserve that title because you've worked very, very hard. With the distinction of the title comes great also responsibility. You're going to be our flag bearer. You're going to brandish the WMU logo for all to see, and I know you're going to do that well. You're going to carry that Western Michigan University flag further and higher, I might add, than most of them might, being on the forefront of global engagement. I am confident you will be leading our great university, or as I prefer to say, your great university, as proud representatives of one of the finest aviation programs in the United States, and I believe in the world. We've had the opportunity to validate that many, many times, and others have reminded us over and over again, you're a graduate of an outstanding college and an outstanding program. The journey you have taken over these past several years has most likely been a challenging one. However, we feel this and the challenges you've experienced has helped prepare you very, very well for the next journey of your life. A career, and aviation is a great career field. As professionals in this field, you'll be entering a career that requires a commitment to lifelong learning. Coming from a learner-centered institution, and we are, I am certain you possess the skills, the background, the necessary attributes to continually grow in the rapidly evolving world of aviation. Each of you has worked incredibly hard to sit where you now sit. And this achievement is a milestone. It's one that you need to be very, very proud to reflect on, to extend, as we started earlier, to say thanks to those who helped make it possible for you, but also give yourself a nice pat on the back, because what you've done is significant. I know that you're going to look back on your time here at the College of Aviation, and certainly at Western Michigan University, with a great deal of pride. And with this degree, you are now prepared to continue your growth as a lifelong learner and contribute in your own way to our society. And by society, we're talking about at that local, normal level, those communities in which you're going to live in the future. Make sure you make contributions. Wear that Western Michigan University shirt, sweatshirt, whatever you have, and wear it with a great deal of pride. So let others know the pride that you have in the university and how much it contributed to your success as well. You join with this evening, and of course tomorrow I'll have the opportunity to be on stage to officially acknowledge you, to walk across the stage to shake your hand and say, job well done. But also, as you know, I always like to end these with this sort of a rallying cry. The rallying cry goes something like this: it's a great day to be a Bronco. So in your seat there, with the people gathered, I'm going to say that, and then I want you to say it as loud as you can, Bronco. So let's give it a go. It's a great day to be a Bronco. Thank you very much. It is a great day because of your successes at this university in the College of Aviation. We're very proud of you. We look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Hi, Hi, my name is Diogene de Souza. Where I'm from is sort of complicated. I'm an international student. I'm from Portugal, but I grew up in Abu Dhabi in the Middle East. And I am graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Aviation Management and Operations and a General Business minor.
My name is Mac Odell. I'm a senior studying aviation flight science. I'm originally from Las Vegas, Nevada. I was born in Asheville, North Carolina. Currently, I live in Zeeland, Michigan.
Hi, my name is Brianna Jackson. I'm from Columbia, Maryland, and I'm an aviation flight science major.
Hi, my name is Randy. I'm from Indonesia, and I'm in aviation maintenance program.
Hi, my name is Xavier. I'm aviation maintenance, and I'm from Springfield, Massachusetts.
Hello, my name is Dongju Oh from Seoul, South Korea, and I'm a flight science major.
Hi, my name is Michael Beard. I'm originally from Howell, Michigan. My degree will be aviation flight science.
Hi, my name is Connor Murdoch, Orion, Michigan. I'm earning an aviation flight science.
Hi, my name is Shelby Zetkoviak, and I am graduating with a double major in aviation flight science and aviation management and operations.
My name is Gabe Langley. I'm from Bayside, Wisconsin, about 20 minutes north of Milwaukee, and my major is aviation management and operations.
My name is Kyle Warren. I'm from Garden City, Michigan, and my degree is aviation management and operations.
Hello, my name is Bill Miller. I'm from Lapeer, Michigan. My major is aviation flight science with a minor in general business.
My name is Jaron Malafa. I'm from Rockford, Michigan, just north of Grand Rapids, and my major is aviation administration.
My name is Maya Thornley. I am a senior in flight science, and I'm from Denver, Colorado.
Immediately after graduation, I am looking at finding a job, but I'm also looking at potentially going to grad school. Long term, I would really like to work either in executive management at the airlines or at a large airport like Chicago or Amsterdam.
So immediately, I'd like to get a job in my field flying, getting my hours. I'd like to satisfy that, of course, that boyhood dream of becoming a professional pilot, hopefully do that for maybe a decade or so. And then I want to get my master's and then my doctorate in either aviation or business and be either the CEO of an airline or chief pilot at some sort of corporate entity.
After graduation, I plan to CFI and then ultimately end up at the major airlines.
For short-term goals, I'd like to work in an airline, preferably regional, somewhere in the Midwest or outside of the country. That's fine with me. My long-term goal is to become a director of maintenance for a commercial airline or for a corporate company.
Trying to find a job in the maintenance field. So my long-term goal would be to possibly be corporate and then maybe the director of maintenance at a corporate.
I would come back to Korea and fly for a jet, mostly about airliners.
So immediately after graduation, I'm going to be working on getting my CFI, then work as a flight instructor to build time, and eventually like to end up working for a major airline.
Immediately after college, I'd like to earn my CFI degree, license, and long term, I'd like to fly for a corporate flight department.
My long-term goal is to continue CFI and build up my hours so that I can get into a regional carrier. And then my long-term goals would be try and get into a major carrier, and hopefully that would be Delta. I am currently a certified flight instructor at Western Michigan University, and my short-term plans will be still working for the university. And then my long-term plans will be I want to fly up in Alaska and be a bush pilot.
My career goals consist of working my way up the airport ladder and becoming a airport director.
My short-term goal is to work within the aviation industry and utilize my supply chain management and business analytics minor. Long-term goal is to eventually rise up the ranks of whatever corporation or organization that I am a part of and get to the point where I am an executive member.
Short-term goal would be become a flight instructor, and long-term goal would be to become a commercial pilot, either for an airline or flying packages somewhere.
Short-term career goals really to get something in a management position or even assistant position, airport, airline, whatever the scope is. I'm just into aviation so much. Being anywhere really sounds good to me. Long-term, probably something along the lines of like an airport safety manager, something like that.
My short-term career goal is to fly for corporate aviation. I just got a job flying on a Citation 7, so I'll be doing that. And then my long-term goal is to start an aviation nonprofit.
My favorite memories are probably where I've gotten to meet a wide variety of people. So one of them is definitely when I got to go to Oshkosh with the College of Aviation and just meet so many people from different walks of life, different parts of the world even, and talk to them about something, a common passion that all united us. And another really strong memory in the same vein is when I got to work at International Orientation and just meet students from all over the world, make friends from all over the world.
My favorite memory at Western was probably a culmination of many. I enjoyed every minute of it here. If I had to choose, my last regionals competition down at Bowling Green, Ohio for the flight team was extra special for me. The Sky Broncos are split up into different events. My event's called Aircraft Recognition. They can show you pictures of any aircraft, helicopter ever built, or any unique identifying piece. There was no study guide for this, so my fellow teammates and I literally downloaded thousands and thousands of photos and studied those. Just on my computer, there's probably over 80,000 photos of just airplanes. We spent about 20 hours a week, literally for years, studying for this. And this competition, we were all shooting to get in the top 10, all 5 of us in the top 10. At the awards banquet, we got down to number 7, and we were all sweating because we knew we either killed it or we busted because we hadn't heard our names yet. Finally, we heard 6th place from Western Michigan University and one of our team members. And then we heard 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. We all lit up. Our efforts were immediately worth it. All of our other teammates pulled through and we won the competition that year. The instant joy from attaining something which couldn't have been cheated, couldn't have been given to us, but something that we had to earn 100% made it my favorite memory. So thank you.
My favorite memories at Western were definitely the Women in Aviation Conference, the OBAP conference, being in both Women in Aviation and OBAP, and my past 3 years working at the Spirit Shop and Testing Center. Who knew that walking in there looking for a job could give me some of the best memories that I've ever had at Western?
My favorite WMU memory was when I worked as an ambassador last year. I got flown into Oshkosh and I flew in the Sears SR-20 and we flew across Lake Michigan, and seeing all thousands of planes being parked by the airport strip was a breathtaking view, and I really enjoyed that, and that was very memorable for me.
My favorite memory at WMU would probably be our summer servicing class. We got to do a lot. We spent every day on the airport pretty much, did tons of things, did annuals on airplanes, took everything apart, inspected it, put it back together. We did all other sorts of projects, and just the people around it made it a really fun time.
Definitely first solo. When I got the teachers and I got celebrated from instructors and my friends. Yeah, that was the happiest part of my memory.
Probably my favorite memory would have been my sophomore year. Had a class party that we went to where we went out to the professor's house and played a lot of games. It was a nice way to relax with some of your teachers as well as some of your other students you meet along the way.
Favorite memory at Western was definitely joining Alpha Eta Rho. It kind of feels like everyone there is their own little family.
My favorite memory at Western would most definitely probably be last summer. I was lucky enough to intern with Delta Airlines, and so that was a really cool experience because I got to travel the world and I met some of the best people that I've ever met, and honestly just made my best friends out of that internship. So it changed my life, and that was definitely my favorite memory.
Okay. My favorite memory at Western would be flying in the 2016 Air Race Classic, and I'm looking forward to flying in the 2017 one this year.
Favorite memory at Western would have to be, actually I have a couple of them, stunning abroad, when the Gulfstream brought their G650 in a couple years ago, and celebrating the 75th anniversary here in 2014 as well. And Go Pack Go, this is an official helmet signed by the one and only Greg Jennings, future Hall of Famer in the NFL. His signature is right here, and best of luck to the Green Bay Packers this season.
My favorite memory of WMU is going to Oshkosh with Tom Thinnis and everyone else, meeting the different CFIs, trying the best asparagus I've ever tried in my entire life. It was a good experience and had a good time promoting Western at Oshkosh.
My favorite memory at WMU would be obtaining my commercial certificate, and my next memory would be walking across the stage at graduation.
Favorite memory at WMU kind of spans almost the whole 8 years I've been here. I've been part of the sports club council with the Western's club roller hockey team. Just being a part of that, part of the student involvement with the school. Again, the roller hockey team's been a really big thing for me. So that'll be something that I'll always take away from Western, is the experiences through student-run sports clubs and student organizations.
I guess flying to Buffalo, New York was pretty cool. When I did that, and we went and circled over Niagara Falls and got some wings because food. That was pretty cool.
None of this would have been possible without my parents and my family. They've been my support through everything I've done throughout my life, as well as everything I've done at Western. So this would not have been possible without you guys. I love you. Thanks for everything. As well as my friends. They were my family away from home, and I would not have made it through the last 4 years without my friends, those who can be here today and those who can't. And then finally, the staff and faculty at the college. I've had a chance to work with so many wonderful people, whether it be through my classes, interactions out of class, or on the job. It's really given my college experience a whole different dimension to it.
There are many people that I'd like to thank, friends and family, too many to be appreciated in this video. So many are responsible for me getting to this position. I'd like to start off by thanking my biggest supporters, including my mom, Susie, and my stepdad, Scott. Scott, although you're technically my stepdad and we have no blood relation, I wouldn't know it. Since we met 6 years ago, you've raised me as your own, and I am forever grateful for your kindness and your love. Mom, you've been my biggest supporter in life, and I don't thank you enough, nor can I. I appreciate everything that you do. I'd also like to thank my sister, Allie, as well as the person responsible for my love of aviation, my grandmother, who passed away just before I arrived here at Western. I'd like to thank my girlfriend, Teresa, who pushes me to be the best that I can be each day when I leave our apartment, and bring me a great deal of happiness. I'd also like to thank all of the faculty and staff of Western. I enjoyed every minute of it here, and I learned so much. Additionally, I want to thank all of my fellow students and friends I met at Western. I was truly humbled by some of the intelligent and charismatic people I met here, and I can't wait to get out in the real world and see you all again. Last but not least, I'd like to thank my fellow Sky Broncos Precision Flight Team members, NIFA competitors, and my coaches on the flight team for 4 years, Marty Coker and Ryan Seiler. I spent every weekend for 4 years on the flight team at the airport, and at the end of every weekend, I was immediately planning for the next one. The camaraderie from the team, the daunting abilities of its members, both past and present, enabled me to become one of the best in the country at my primary event of aircraft recognition, something I'll be very proud of for the rest of my life. Without that team, I would be a Western graduate. Today, I'm a Sky Bronco for life.
I'd like to thank my mom for her continuous support. I'd also like to thank my aunt for her continuous support, my entire family, and I'd like to thank Gerlene for being the best roommate someone could ever ask for. Oh, and Rosella. I'd like to thank Rosella for being the best boss I will ever have.
I'd like to thank my teachers, my bosses, my mom and dad. Buat papa dan mama, terima kasih atas dukungannya selama 4 tahun terakhir. And all my friends that I've met across WMU, across the United States, and from back home as well.
I like to thank my mom, my dad, all of my family really. My flight instructor back home in high school, he cemented the love in aviation for me. He also was a mechanic as well, so he showed me that you can be a mechanic in aviation as well. All the instructors for just helping me out going through everything.
After what I had, who I had, actually, yeah, especially for Joe Miklas, who's not here anymore, but I always thanks to him because he helped me a lot when I had trouble with my flyings and English and everything goes wrong. 앞으로 오시게 될 후배 여러분들 더 열심히 해서 나중에 한국에서 꼭 뵐 수 있기를 바랄게요. 화이팅!
I'd like to thank my parents for helping me out, as well as all my flight instructors and teachers here at professors here at WMU.
I'd like to thank especially my family they've given me.
Okay, so, well, firstly, I want to thank God, because without His strength and His power, I wouldn't have been able to overcome all the obstacles that I was put through. So, you know, He's always number one. And then secondly, I want to thank my parents and my sister. They're my best friends, they're my role models. My parents literally picked up their lives from Thailand just for my sister and I so that we could live a better life. And they immigrated here so that, you know, I could fly planes. And I think that's pretty incredible, and I think that's what makes America great. And I want to thank them for that because that can't be easy to just pick up and move. So thank you, Mom and Dad, and I love you guys so much. And then I also want to thank my backbone here at Western, my best friend Brianna Jackson / roommate, unfortunately. Just kidding. But I want to thank her for being with me these past 4 years at Western. And then I also want to thank Katie Vina, my other best friend. I love you. I don't even have to say it. And then Micah Clark, John Nevis, and then two other very important people. My former boss, Norm Riss. Thank you for everything that you've done. I can't thank you enough. And then I also want to thank Rosella for honestly being like a parent to me here and taking care of me like your own. Okay, and then another person I would like to thank is actually everyone that's helped me here at Western, which is my instructors, both of which have left to go to
I would like to thank my parents for helping me through this. Andy Cordokas.
I'd like to thank my family, my sisters, my parents. I'd like to thank my entire family. I'd like to thank everybody here at the College of Aviation, the faculty, the staff, the students. It's just been a great atmosphere here and a great learning environment.
Well, I have a long list of people that I'd like to thank. I wouldn't have gotten to where I am if it wasn't for the people who supported me throughout my time here at college. I'd like to thank, of course, my mother and my father, and my little brother that always pushed me to keep going, keep improving upon what I have so far, what I've learned. I would like to also thank my grandparents, who's also shown support for me throughout my long road seeking my education. I'd also like to thank the College of Aviation, working with Tom Fennis, Eric Epplett, Dave Powell, working with all the other staff here at the College of Aviation has also really pushed me forward, and they've really been a great network or a great service to utilize. I'd also like to thank my mentor, Randall Rocha, for supporting me through my career. If it wasn't for him, I would have never been able to have gotten that internship at Works. So I would definitely like to thank him as well for all that. And I'd also like to thank, one last thing I would like to thank the people who helped me along, my friends, Logan Fielding, Ryan, all my friends who've supported me throughout this endeavor as well.
I'd like to thank my mom, dad, sister, grandma, and all my flight instructors that I've ever had. I'd also like to thank my grandpa, who won't be here today, but I'm sure he'd be very proud.
I'd like to thank, first off, my wife, Samantha. We started dating before I went to Western. We got married while I've been going to Western. She's been with me through all of this, and it's been quite a long time. But she's definitely helped me get through all the hard times here while I've been going to school, and all the good times, obviously. So I want to thank my dad, who's definitely been a big supporter of me through going through all of this financially and emotionally too. My mom, she's been behind me every step of the way. You know, the entire time I've been going to Western, life's been a struggle, so I couldn't get through it without all of them. Also my stepmom, Annie, ever since she's come into our lives, just been so helpful and you know, trying to make all of our lives better. And also want to thank my in-laws, Pam and Phil, and Sam's sister, Jessie, and her husband, Steve. That side of the family has just been absolutely tremendous and supportive along my entire journey here at Western.
Thank my family, so my mom, dad, and sister, and grandparents and all that stuff, because I wouldn't be where I am without them. And then my whole friend family here at WMU, because I would not have succeeded if I didn't have all the friends that I have.